Everybody might be wondering, why did I start out my video with a picture of my truck? Well, simple reason. I'm driving my truck today. I was actually thinking about it as I was driving it in today, and I'm actually gonna go double check that it's locked because I don't want anybody to steal it. But I started my truck up this morning and I thought, boy, it's nice to have something reliable that you can really count on and that you know is always gonna be there for you. And about a year and a half ago, we lost my grandpa Gerald. And he's actually the one that got me my truck when I graduated high school. So I've had the truck for 13 years now. Put a lot of energy into it. But I always get people asking me, especially my wife's parents, why don't you get rid of that truck, trade it in, just get rid of it, you know, it's not worth a lot. And me and my wife's responses are, well, it always starts for us, even when our newer foreign cars don't start. And we use it for a lot of things, and it's got a lot of sentimental value. But the main thing is it's always there for us. And I was kind of thinking this morning, as I was riding into work, I was thinking, you know, this truck's almost like Grandpa Gerald incarnate. It's always there for me when I need it, and gets me feeling good when I'm driving it. You know, I got my music I don't really listen to anymore that I crank up loud when I'm in it, and that just really always gets me around when I need to go somewhere. Had not too fun last evenings, the last 2 days, with my little BMW that the starter's going on. 2 days ago I had AAA come out. I thought the battery was shot. Turned out it wasn't the battery. The guy came out, tested the battery, nothing wrong with it. He said, oh, why don't you go sit in the car and try to turn the keys while I pound around the engine. And I was like, what? Whatever, because I want to get out of here. It's cold and raining and I'm feeling sick. So he pounded around the engine bay a little bit. I turned the keys, it started. Then I got home, it ran fine yesterday morning. I got up, turned it on, it ran fine. Yesterday I got out from work, came out in the parking lot, same thing. Wouldn't start, so I pulled out a little tool, tried banging on the starter. Wouldn't start, wouldn't start. And after about an hour of being out in the cold and rain, and I was sick yesterday, I had to take some daytime cold stuff to get through the day at work. This little old guy, probably 70 years old, in a newer Ford vehicle, he was wearing a suit and tie. He said, hey Sonny, can I give you a ride to a gas station or something? I said, no, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd love it if you get in my car and try to turn the key while I try to pound the starter to get it started. And he looked at me kind of odd, a little apprehensive, so he didn't come over to me right away. He left his car where it was running, came over, got in, turned the key, I pounded around, and sure enough, it started right away. And his comment was, well, maybe you should get an American car. It's like, yeah, we've got an American car at home. It's the one my grandpa got me. I'll probably be driving that tomorrow. So I guess my theme for today, the reason I bring all that up is, you know, you can always rely on the kindness of strangers if you ask. Some of the older generations seem like they're a lot more helpful than younger people, because after all the people that were my age that walked past me and didn't offer a hand, there was this guy that was in his 70s in a suit and tie that stopped to help me. And you know, we should always look at what we have and what there is good to something instead of what there isn't good to something. A lot of people might look at my truck and say, oh, that's an old truck, why don't you get rid of that? It's got a little bit of rust on it here and there. I've had it for a long time, replace it with something new. Well, my truck's always been there for me, it always starts, and there's a lot good to it. And I'd say that goes for people too, you know, look at the good in people and what there is to people, or there is to something, and not the bad. So there's my theme for today. Maybe everybody needs to be a little bit nicer, like a lot of older people are, and look at the good in things and not what is lacking or what they don't have. Have a good day, everybody.